Okay, so story time. I had to come back to this prom picture. This was my 12th grade prom. And y'all, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the prom or not because the guy that I was dating at the time, his prom was the same night as my prom. And, I wanted him to go to the prom with me. He wanted me to go with him. But, we both obviously could not be at two proms at the same time. So we decided to go by ourselves. And one of my good friends, one of my good guy friends, I thought that he would ask me to the prom and he didn't. And I was so mad at him for that. I, to this day, don't let him live that down because it turned out he actually liked me, but he couldn't ask me to the prom. And so I did not go to the prom with him. One of my other friends, my other guy friends, he was about 2-3 years older than me. I told him what happened, as far as my dates were concerned. And I was like, I asked him if he would go to the prom with me. He said, of course, I'll take you to the prom. So, I came in with this older, guy, and he was very cute, very handsome. We had a great time. Took pictures, we had fun. But the story behind the dress. So my dress, I found it in a wedding book. It was a wedding dress, but I also thought that it was so pretty that it would look good for a prom dress as well. So I showed my mom. My mom looked at the dress and she was like, "We not getting that." She looked at the price and she was like, "Oh no, this is out of our budget. It's way too expensive." She was like, "I'm sorry, but we cannot get this dress," right? And so she said, and I was like so upset. I was heartbroken. Mom was telling me we could not get the dress, but I understood. And she was like, "If you want something similar to this dress, we can get a seamstress, show her the picture, and have her to make the dress." And I was like, "Mom, no, I don't want to do that because the dress is not going to look the same. It's just not going to be the same." I was like, "Mom, no," right? And she was like, "Do you want to go to the prom?" And she was like, "And do you want this dress?" She said, and I was like, "Well, yeah, but," and she said, "Okay." And so I decided to go ahead and get the seamstress to make the dress. I was like, "Okay, I do want to go to the prom." And I was so nervous about this whole thing, but we allowed her to make the dress. And in the picture, this is what she came up with. And I ended up really liking the dress. Like in school, I was small chested. So I didn't fill out the top part of the dress like I would have liked to, but it fit everywhere else. It was pretty. This dress is so special to me because shout out to my mommy. She had it made for me. It was less expensive than the one I saw in the book. And I still have this dress to this day. So yeah, my mom was like, I'm not about to go broke trying to get the dress that you want that is so expensive out of my budget. And see, my mom was very frugal with her money. And it took a while for me to really have respect for that and know what she was doing to be so frugal. But I get it. So yes, I for sure understand now as an adult how important it is to stay within a budget and, not try to please our kids getting all these expensive things. So like my son and daughter, when it was prom time, we had a budget, okay? And I was like, we're going to find something nice. You're going to look amazing within our budget. So yes, as a spender, someone who likes to shop, I definitely have learned a lot from my mom being so frugal.